So let's talk about AI tools. Welcome to my live, and today, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. If you're a VA, aspiring VA, or you are someone who wants to learn about virtual assistant, this is the live for you. So let's talk about AI tools. Every virtual assistant should learn in 2025, moving to 2026. So I know you have heard about AI, you need to learn about AI, some of the tools you need to know. But if you're a virtual assistant and you do not learn about AI tools, most likely you'll be replaced. That is the truth because, oh my God, you'll be replaced because most of the, okay, my phone is back. Because most of the AI tools are replacing virtual assistant jobs, and you definitely do not want to be replaced. So, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the AI tools that you can be able to use as a virtual assistant just to make work easier for yourself and also to allow you not to be replaced. Okay. So, the first AI tool that we'll be talking about that everybody is talking about is ChatGPT. As a virtual assistant, why should you know about ChatGPT and why should you be using ChatGPT? Because it will make work easier for you when it comes to writing, when it comes to coming up with ideation, content, helping you just to figure out some things. You will use ChatGPT. Most of the times, I don't use Google these days. I don't know. Like, I'm that person who, when I want something, when I have an idea, when I have concept, I literally go to ChatGPT and just give it a prompt, and it helps me come up with information. It's like I'm just chatting to someone instead of me going to Google and researching for something. So ChatGPT will definitely help you as a virtual assistant. And some of the things that it will help you in doing is either if you are writing emails for your client, it will help you coming up with quality good emails. It will help you if you are creating content for your clients, helping you coming up with the content idea, helping you coming up with the captions and everything. But when you're using ChatGPT, I will really urge you to make sure that you don't just be so dependent on it to the extent that you do not even think for yourself. No, just use it to help you in coming up with ideas, but also put a bit of your source into whatever it is writing. So that is one thing you need to know. You can also use ChatGPT in writing emails that you can be able to send as cold emails to your clients. So maybe you want to reach out to clients, you want to be able to send cold pitching emails. You can use ChatGPT to help you prompt it to write for you a personalized email for the clients that you want to reach out to. So you need to have a lot of information and you need to be good in prompting ChatGPT. So those are some of the things. Researching, it helps in researching. Most of the time I use it in researching, um drafting clients reports and everything. So it will ease, and instead of you having to come up with all the ideas, it will literally draft the idea for you and everything. So definitely ChatGPT is something you cannot play around with. It makes works easier. Like for me right now, I use ChatGPT most of the time when I want to come up with a lot of things, like content ideas. I create content on YouTube. So coming up with content that actually I can be able to post, like I can give it a prompt to help me come up with content ideas that are working best in the next 3 months, that is January, February, March. What are some of the things that people will be searching for mostly in those months? It will help me come up with the idea, it will help me come up with the keywords, and all I need to do is just schedule the content and create the content. So something that would have taken me a whole like 2 to 3 days just going and researching and looking at what other people are doing, ChatGPT will do it for you in minutes. So definitely that is an AI tool you cannot play around with if you want to be able to be a smarter and faster virtual assistant in your business. Another one is Notion AI. So Notion is mostly used when it comes to communication, with your client, either you are working remotely, so you may want to communicate with them. But it also helps you to be able to summarize things like notes. It helps you to generate content. It helps you to create templates that you can be able to share with your clients. So Notion is a tool that you definitely need to be able to understand and know, because it helps in communicating a lot with your client, especially if you guys are in different time zones. So instead of you having to wait for your client to be on, you can just be able to summarize whatever it is that you wanted to tell them, place them in the Notion, and make sure that you guys are connected, so that he or she can be able to read and be able to access your Notion account. Yeah. So that is something that you need to be able. It helps in organizing tasks, the way that you will just be able to organize and not have to look scattered. Notion will organize the tasks for you, and it will simplify for someone else to understand, especially if the two of you know how to use that Notion app. So it will really work best for clients who are familiar with that tool. So whenever you're working with a client, make sure that you just are able to understand, ask them if they are familiar with that tool. If they're not familiar, you guys can work with the tool that they're familiar with. Apart from Notion, you can use Trello. Trello is also good. You can use what is it called, ClickUp. But I normally emphasize on Notion because I myself know how to use it, and I feel like it's way easier. Also Trello is way easier also. It's beginner friendly, and the the appearance of it is just like it attracts the eyes. Yeah, so that's a tool that I can definitely recommend. Another tool is Canva. If you are in virtual assistant, you cannot play around with Canva. You cannot say that you don't know how to use Canva and you want to be able to design things. You don't have to be as an expert in designing. You just need to know how to design simple things, either things to do with flyers. Your client may need you to create a flyer for them, a poster for them, and you don't want to be that VA that is telling your client, I don't think I can do that. No. If you want to make more money, you need to be able to offer this kind of services. You need to be able to be a good designer, not a good designer, but have some basic designing skills. So Canva can help you in creating. And let me tell you, if there's an app I will vouch for, I will say that this app will make work easier for you, and it is beginner friendly, is Canva. I learned Canva literally with my phone. You literally do not need any other thing. You just need your phone and you will understand Canva. Take time, at least take 30 minutes, 1 hour of your day. Create simple things that you can be able to start working with. Long haiwezi kuwa na kuangusha. Fanya hivi, enda ulale tu. Enda ulale. Gray. Hebu nyamaza, mimi natengeneza hapa kitu. Okay, like I was saying, um, where was I? Yeah. So like I was saying, Canva is a tool that you cannot play around with if you want to be able to create content, if you want to be able to uh if you want to be able to see flow, if you want to be able to get more clients to work with you, you definitely want to be able to make sure that you are using Canva and you are having the basic designer skills that you need to understand. And like I said, you can get started with Canva using your phone, so it's not a complicated thing. It's something you can be able to get started today. Let me just do something here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. And when it comes to Canva, like I said, it's just simple basic designer skills that you'll be using, you'll be designing basic designs, basic stuff that you'll just be required to use Canva. Another app that I feel like most VAs need to put their focus on is on Zapier. If you have heard of Zapier, it's an integration app. It allows you to be able to automate automate many apps in that one place. So you can be able to automate tasks. You can be able to automate is simply just making the things to work for themselves without you being there. So that's the meaning of automate. So you can be able to automate tasks. So let's say you can integrate an app like Gmail with Google Sheets. You can be able to connect your Google Sheets with your email marketing platform. So it allows you to be able to create a lead generation workflow for someone who is like, what are you talking about? So this is what you call AI automation. That is exactly what AI does. So it allows you to be able to automate things that would have taken you a long time. Instead of you having to collect emails randomly, you will be able to use these apps and you'll be able to integrate them. You'll be able to integrate. Let me see. Oh my God. Change my morning into dancing. Let me just work on something. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so so like I was saying, AI tools like Zapier can help you in integrating and yeah, in it can help you in it can help you in collecting email leads. It can help you in automating and creating clients spreadsheets. You can be able to connect as many apps as possible with Zapier, so it you can be able to automate tasks that would have taken you time and make work easier for you. I just don't know how to explain Zapier. I feel like it's easier to explain while actually doing it. Yeah, it's way easier to explain while doing it. instead of you just speaking about it. But yeah, that is it. Another tool that you need to understand and know about as a virtual assistant is fireflyers.ai. Fireflyers.ai. So this is an app that will help you in meeting and notes automation. So, as a virtual assistant, most of the time you will be required to be in meetings, and long gone are the days when you used to write minutes and all this. You can be able to use apps like fireflyers.ai to help you in recording the conversation that maybe your client was having on the meeting. So instead of you having to go back and listen to the record and then start writing the minutes, it will record everything for you. It will summarize the important information, and it will actually create the minute, the full meeting transcript for you, so you don't have to go through all the process. So instead of you being replaced, use this app to uh, make your client feel like you actually know what you're doing, while in real sense, you're literally just using apps that are making work easier for you. Okay. Another tool is called Descript. So Descript is whereby, if you are working with clients who are creating long form videos, so either they are creating content on YouTube, they're creating content on podcasts and all this, because most founders and business people these days, they know that they need to be visible. So most of them are creating content, most of them are putting themselves out there. But instead of you having to go through the process of now editing them into short videos, you can use platforms like Descript. It allows you to be able to create long form videos to short form videos. Another app that I use a lot of times in my content is called Opus Clips. So Opus Clips allows you to be able to also do that. So you can take the link to the video you have created either on your YouTube channel and just place it there, and then it will come up with short content, so you don't have to go through the process of having to create short videos from your long form. So you make work easier for your clients, it helps you in repurposing content, and it makes work faster and easier, and you're able to even grow in terms of helping your client to grow if it's on the online space. And yeah, this script also helps in cleaning up, because at times you may have sound issues on your videos, so it helps in cleaning up and making sure that your video has clear and quality sounds. Another app is called CapCut. So CapCut will help you in editing. Let me tell you, as a VA, you don't just want to focus on administrative tasks alone. You want to be versatile. You want to be able to offer more. So if you can offer just from the normal administrative work, you can offer other services like social media marketing and content creation. So under content creation, it can be things to do with editing their videos. You will make an extra amount of money. So under content creation, things like CapCut can really help you in editing. And most of the time I use CapCut on my phone, because most of the videos it makes work easier for me to be able just to edit with my phone instead of editing on the laptop. But if the task is too much, then you can just be able to use your laptop. But if it's something you can be able to use your phone, go ahead, use your phone, edit and make this content for your clients. Another one is called Jasper. So Jasper AI is very good in copywriting, especially writing good copies. As a marketer, if you want to be able, you are writing copies to do with ads. Either you are handling ads for your client, you are handling email marketing for your client. Jasper can help you in writing add copies. It can help you in writing email copies. And yeah, product descriptions. If you're handling clients who are selling on e-commerce platform, it will help you in coming up with product descriptions that will help your clients to make more sales. Another app is called Grammarly. You cannot play around with Grammarly if you are not good, if you are not confident in what you write, because most of the time you may be good in writing, but there are some things that you will write and you feel like the punctuation and everything is not correct. So Grammarly is an app you want to be able to be using, and just make sure that whatever you're writing, the things you're writing, either if you are writing mostly emails, you're writing blogs, you're writing articles, Grammarly will help you in making sure that the content you're writing is correct in terms of the grammar and everything. Another app is called Loom. Loom is used for it's mostly used when you are recording tutorials, when you are recording trainings. So let's say your client is handling a lot of, they are they are coaches. Maybe they are finance coach, they are business coaches, lifestyle coaches. You can use apps like Loom in recording and just yeah, recording their trainings and everything, because they may want to use those videos as courses and sell to other people. So that is an app that will assist you in doing that. Which app have I left? I don't want to skip any. Let me see. Okay, I think those are some of the apps that you need to, those are most of the apps that you need to be able to learn and understand as a VA. So if you're a virtual assistant here, or if you are someone looking to join to learn about virtual assistant, social media marketing, content, video editing, and graphic design, I'll be hosting a masterclass that will be happening on the 1st and the 2nd of December, this coming month. So I will really urge you and I will really encourage you to join that masterclass, especially if you are someone who has time. If you have 2 hours, 3 hours of your time that you can be able to invest in learning a skill, and through that skill, you can be able to monetize and make money with it, why don't you invest that time in joining that masterclass, where I'll guide you and I'll be sharing with you some of the templates, some of the things that you need to be able to put yourself out there to grow your brand, to be able to start getting those clients and working with them. So that masterclass will be happening on the 1st and 2nd. The link to the masterclass is on my bio and on the descriptions. So if this is something that you want to learn about, you can be able to join that masterclass. Yeah. Just before I forget, for those who are in need of a course, maybe you just want to learn about virtual assistant as a course, you want to take it as a course, you can get the mini course that I'll be creating. So if you'll be someone who'll be interested in the mini course, you can go ahead and join the waiting list. You can go ahead and join the waiting list, so that by the time I'll be done with the mini course, I will just reach out. So the waiting list is on, the link to the waiting list is on my bio also. You can join it and let's see how far we can reach. Yeah. So thank you for those who have joined, and I hope you'll take time to join the masterclass and learn a skill. Yeah. Okay. Hmm? Is on Zapier. If you've heard of Zapier, it's an integration